And welcome back. Okie dokie, so we are here, way out in the wilderness, and we are next to Grat Bogat. So let's take a look here. We have some orc young, and a plethora of warriors, and a warlord. So not necessarily the wisest decision for me to assault this orc camp here, but I have decided to do it. The reason why it wouldn't be wise is because if we were to find the Black Monolith, which is the final goal of the run, like here, and I were to lose someone here doing this orc camp, then I wouldn't be capable, or I wouldn't attempt the Black Monolith anymore. So in a way, the smart decision would be to go out looking for the monolith instead, and easier fights, because there's a definite possibility someone will die here. I think it's pretty much a 100% will win this, but still, I cannot guarantee that everyone survives. Especially if I make a mistake here, or a couple of mistakes, and also get unlucky. Anyway, I've decided to do it, but we'll wait for Zahiri a little bit, because his salad helmet and also his hit points are damaged. He is damaged goods for a little bit here. Anything else I need to consider? Probably not. If I were to use a net, which I have one here, it's on the warlord, I think, though then again, a warrior might present a problem. It's possible. Also, I will switch out of the spiked bolas here, because you can't stun orc warriors, and you can only stagger them, so let's go with the barbarian throwing weapons here. So yeah, also Bertram and, let's see, Hadi are getting close to level 15, which would mean another perk point. Now that will be nice, if they survive, for the Black Monolith, and, well, for the run in these more difficult fights, obviously. But anyway, let's camp for a little bit. Though maybe I should camp like just a tiny bit away, in case this place spawns like a patrol here. Okay, let's see. Are you fine yet? He does have the ripped ear injury, but I suppose that's minor enough to ignore here. Let's wait for the Saleh helmet to be repaired, though. I don't want any chances. I don't want to take the chance that he gets a couple of headshots in and the helmet has been damaged already by the barbarian madman. So let's wait for a bit, even though it's not like perfectly optimal. What I could have done, I guess, if I have something of similar weight, I could have like made a switch there. It's a bit silly waiting for just one non-famed helmet to be repaired, but I'll do it. I'll do it. Also, this is the first bigger orc camp that we'll be doing this run. As far as I remember, the bigger orc camps weren't that tough in the poacher run that I did. But yeah, it's like I said, definitely a possibility that someone will die here, which will be a big shame and will prolong the run. Anyway, Theobald actually has 2 shields now, just in case one of them gets broken, though it's pretty unlikely in Reforged with those durabilities. Maybe I should switch actually for this fight specifically, like use the one with more durability here, just in case I forget to switch there. Also, if I really wanted to be safe, I guess I should be drinking like a couple of these second wind potions, maybe, to facilitate our damage dealing a little bit. We are also helped, I guess, by the terrain here. Though not necessarily all that much. We have like one very tiny tree here, one tree stump there, but there is a nice choke point here. Very nice. This one not quite as large, but sure. So we have 24 enemies, and yeah, this will be a definite challenge. We don't even have a single guy with hammers. Well, we do have a big axe, we do have a big mace. We do have a couple of big flails. So let's see how we do here. It will be fairly easy to break the resolve if we start killing them, which is obviously the plan here. But yeah, that's a lot of armor that these warriors have, like 400 in some cases. Here is Urgat, has 500 armor. Okay, so I guess we'll be using spear wall. Let's see, I should have 2 spears, right? Yes. Maybe I should even have 3, but I don't. Because they are going to start breaking. Anyway, probably just hold these choke points and we'll see how we do. We do have the Indom on Theodobold here, which we will utilize, but I haven't decided on where I will park him. But it's going to be around here somewhere. We also have like a very tiny choke point here. Okay, I think I'll wait with most of us at least. But yeah, Leofric does get the decisive buff if he doesn't wait. The thing is, if I move him too far ahead, he might even be stunned by an orc young. Maybe I'll use him like here, where there is basically... I don't think there's a possibility he can get stunned there, not yet. But yeah, you can wait. You can wait. You may also wait. Okay, so spear wall. Ideally, I would hold like a far larger area here, which should raid spear wall. It does cost 4 AP to use, so I can't move too far. I don't even want to block them from this tile, really. I want some damage here and then just annihilate. And maybe even allow a few of them to come through here, but we'll see. So I guess Shuraid will be spearwalling here, since there's just so many orcs that they will have to go for the flank. But he doesn't need to do it yet. They can't get that far. But Leofric, like I said, I think will move here, probably. So this is rough terrain to walk in, so that's not necessarily even a good thing for us, since we don't have, like, more than one ranged character. So one of them will end up, like, here, another one here. I don't want to move Leofric, like, too far, because he doesn't have Underdog, and he only has 81 hit points. So... like I said, ideally hold like around here, but it's gonna be a bit awkward because he gets to act before they do next round as well. So what I could perhaps do is, since I think one of them will be here or here, he will move here next round and bonk someone. Does mean he can get a little bit surrounded though, so that's a bit awkward. Though then again, I can skip the no-wait bonuses if I'd like. I'm going to spend a lot of time in this fight, I think. So if you're not into that, then feel free to skip ahead or stop watching, whatever. I'm not your boss. Anyway, like I said, I think Leofric will move there. And I'll decide next round at the latest whether I risk him further. We do have like at least one rotation in case that's needed. That is on Mahdi over here. Also, actually I can use Shuraid's spear wall here if I'd like. Perhaps that would be wise, but we'll see. Anyway, I'll move Leofric here. That leaves us the option of going for the damage at the start of the round, next round. And let's just end his turn here, since no orc young nearby, he cannot get stunned. Okay. I'll keep the combat speed up for now, but I will lower it. We also get a lot of help from like Blitzkrieg and Hold Steady, etc. Okay, you may still wait. So like I said, suffering casualties here at this point in the run will be pretty bad because it takes a long while to train new men. Since I don't have any reserves, obviously, since this is the Gladiator origin. Anyway, still wait, and let's see where these warriors go. I'm a little bit worried since we don't have two-handed hammers. Those would be very nice here. Okay. No more waiting allowed. Lower the combat speed to 1.5 for now. Okay, so like I said, this choke point will be pretty nice for us. This one a little less so. Also, so far they aren't flanking, but they can't all get through here. They can push us around, yes, but they cannot all get through here. So some of them will be going here. Also, since they did get this far, we cannot spear wall there. Well, there is also... I can also decide, instead, to move Leofric away from this position and use the spear wall, like here, which is fine. I don't think it's, like, optimal, but it's fine. Since if he moves here, he might be in trouble, actually. He does have a lot of defense, though. 69 melee defense. Nice. Nice. Anyway, it is Mahdi's turn. These guys will be fairly aggressive, I think. So, if I want to rotate someone offensively, I guess it's Zubar to go for this orc young here. Yeah, that seems to be what I will do. Also, since we have the Sensor of the Diviner, we can do some nice things with that, since it is a reach weapon. And also the miasma might actually come into play here, like in a non-detrimental fashion for once. Anyway, let's do this. And I suppose Mahdi will move there. Okay. And I do have the Vigorous Assault, but I don't have Pathfinder, so I guess that's a bit of a problem here. The only way I can attack a warrior, since I also blocked this tile with Leofric, which maybe was a mistake. But anyway, if I move here, then obviously Zubar cannot attack. But I can attack from this position, go for the orc young. So I guess that's what we'll do. Pretty nice hit there. Okay, Zahiri. Not the best weapon to go up against this heavy armor. That is an issue. He's also pretty damn tanky though, so... probably go for like this one, though... This one has less armor. As does this one. Yeah, this flank is a little bit awkward. Definitely a little bit awkward. Just the pure amount of muscle and steel in our opposition, obviously, a little bit awkward. But like I said, we can break the resolve, as long as we don't die before that happens. Since I don't get to attack them anyway this round, I think we'll just wait for them here. Yeah, I think that's the play, actually. Does mean we wait next round as well. We can also utilize Theodopod's Indom here. See how long he lasts. Hopefully for the whole fight, of course, because it's going to take a long while to find and train up a new Indom tank for the Black Monolith, if that happens. But I think that's what we'll do. So leave like a path open here, but block some of them here with Theodopod. That means moving Zahiri like here. Or maybe here. But I think this is better since they cannot move up and attack. Okay, and Wolfgang will wait for the opportunity to start whacking at the opposition. This is a pretty nice weapon against armor. Not like the perfect weapon against armor, but still pretty good. Though, maybe I should have considered this. It is even possible that in a long fight like this will break actually. But I guess 74 means it will last for a fair bit. But when or if that happens, then I need to think fast. I might be like picking up like an orc weapon. Unless I want to use the rondel dagger. Which would be a pretty silly thing to do. I guess it's possible to puncture an orc warrior to death, but it's going to take a lot of punctures. Anyway, I'm spending a lot of time talking and not fighting. Apologies for that. Anyway, let's move Wolfgang like maybe here. Maybe even just stay put though. So Supar is going to go here. I could also use the spear wall like here instead. That might actually be a good idea. That would also keep Supar from getting stunned by this one. These orc young are going to take a while to get to us. What I could have done also, which I'm not going to do anymore, or am I actually? I could. So I can move Wolfgang here, which enables him to attack, I think, over here as well as having a lot of options in the northern flank as well. And we can move like Milo to act as a bodyguard here. The problem is that the warriors can obviously push Milo away. They cannot push Theobald when he's indoming. So I guess we won't be doing that. Also, I need to plan just how to get Bertram's inspiring presence best in play here. Acts in 3. Okay, it's going to be a bit awkward, but whatever. We don't need to play this like 100% optimally. Okay, move there, I suppose. I mean, all the flanks will benefit a lot from Wolfgang's presence, so I guess it's not that big of a deal. Where he ends up. Yeah, this is a tiny bit awkward when Zupar acts so much later than the others. Oh well, it is what it is. I think I'll actually move Wolfgang like here, perhaps. No, let's stay put. Let's stay put. I'll do that. And now I need to decide whether or where to use Shurade's spear wall. I can activate it from here. Also, this Orc Young is about to die, so that's fine. But like I said, I think the optimal thing would be to let them get through here and just slaughter them in this passageway. So I guess I'll try to go with my original plan, which was to spear wall around here instead. So let's do that, I guess. I don't think there's necessarily a reason to move here that far away. Though I don't see... I don't know. There might not be... It might not be a bad idea, though. The thing is, he will... If they manage to hit him, if they get through the spear wall and surround him, then I guess he does have underdog and pattern recognition, but I don't know. He's a bit flimsy. But I guess he's fine. I guess he'll be fine. Let's hope he's fine. Let's use the spear wall here. See how that works out for us. Though it's possible he gets stunned by one of the Orc Young, and then it falls apart a little bit. And I think... What will I do with Leofric? That is an issue. That is an issue. Well, I'll decide next round. Gerhard is the guy I need to babysit the most, I guess. He does have 31 melee defense with dodge. But yeah, he'll go down pretty damn fast from orc warriors. Maybe move him like here, actually. Yeah, let's use him there and maybe even switch into this. Which one of these is better against armor though? Well, I guess this one is slightly better. This one will start breaking during this fight though. I can do the AoE attack, but it's not like the perfect spot for it. Anyway, just hold that. And we'll use these tactician abilities later on. I think I've already kind of screwed up the positioning a little bit. The inspiring presence thing is not going to be happening, not yet. Oh well. That also saves us some fatigue, I guess, so let's think positively. Also, let's see, you have 63 initiative and the warriors have like 20 at the most, so we don't need to use the indom straight away. I think I'll use Bertram like around here. Leofric, I don't know what to do with Leofric. We'll see. We'll see. I could also move here, that's a possibility. That's the aggressive play. But I guess we are quick enough to make that work. Yeah, I think maybe do that. Einar can move there and still with Vigorous Assault be able to attack. And I get the Inspiring Presence going perhaps a little bit quicker and easier. Does mean that my pole arms are a little bit awkwardly positioned, but I guess they can help in the north if I don't use them here. The thing is, though, if they manage to push through this passage here, then Bertram might be in trouble. Yeah, he only has 17 melee defense. Anyway, I think this is probably the best place for him, since I've positioned the others like this. Einar will act before all of them do. So this one still has 4 action points. Oh. Nice that I checked. A good thing that I did that. So he can move like here, but he can't use the charge. No, it uses 4 AP. Never mind. Oh, damn it. I thought it was 6. Well, apparently not. Apparently not. Well, in that case, forget about what I said. I guess we just stay put like here. Oh well, let's do that. Theodobald, get ready to hold like a whole contingent of orcs there. And we'll see, hopefully 74 melee defense, 84 hit points, some poise armor and indom will be enough for this long fight. Can't keep indom up forever. Also, I did perhaps screw it up a little bit, since I don't get the decisive bonus now, since I waited. Oh well, it will eventually trigger. Let's see, so this shield wall is... yeah, 15 fatigue to use. So if we run out of fatigue for indom, we can shield wall forever. So if I do that, then they can get through there. If I move here, it's a little bit different. I think we'll do this spot, which will tie up a fair few of them. For a while at least. Okay, move there. And yes, this guy, this Orc Young, did kind of change my plans. But he is now positioned like that. And now with Milo. So Milo is a bit awkward. He can't really tank despite having a lot of defense, because he doesn't have underdog, nor does he have indom. His damage capabilities are kind of low as well, with an arming sword. So we'll utilize him, I guess, like as a guy who can hold a little passageway, a little passage like this here, perhaps. He does also have the adrenaline. I don't know if that even helps here. Not for a while, at least. Well, I mean, he can do damage against the Orc Young, but the Orc Young are all positioned away from him, so it's a moot point. I guess he just gets ready to do something. Get ready to do something around there. That's the plan. And also Hadi, get ready to start throwing stuff at whoever makes it here. Don't do anything yet, though I could use the javelin just for the arrow to the knee effect. Not sure if that's actually helpful here though, so I think I will skip that. Okay. And now I think we'll actually go for this one. Probably. This one will die very easily, and we can get the berserk thing going with one of the pole arms. So let's go for that one. Alright. That first round did take a while. And now with Einar, I think we just wait. We'll probably use plenty of Castigate in this fight, but not just yet. We'll wait for Orc Warriors to make it here. So yeah, 3 stump over there, but one of them will end up here, I think. Definitely. There is a very small chance, if I leave these 2 alive for long enough, that Zubair gets stunned. It's pretty low though. But I don't think I want to use his attacks just yet, so that means waiting. Also I can move Leofric here and leave this spot, leave this passage open in a way, which might be better, I think. A couple of them can get through if I do that, but that also means that I don't need to risk Leofric here, which is, like I said, a bit of a risk. A bit of a risk when you don't have Underdog. You're nimble with 81 hit points. So I think we'd be best served by that. That means also just killing this Orc Young immediately with Leofric. That's fine. You will wait. You will wait. Like I said, Leofric, go for it. Don't wait. And you will wait, though I could already kill this one. But let's not. I'll take the tiny, tiny chance that Zubair gets stunned there. If Shuraid goes down in this fight, I won't be too sad, but I will need to train up a replacement for the Monolith. Okay, so I could use one of these abilities already. Is now the time? I don't think Blitzkrieg helps all that much, not yet, because they're so slow anyway. But eventually we will also be slowed, so maybe then I will use it. We also don't really need help hitting them for the most part. So how about hold steady? Yeah, maybe hold steady is the way to go. I could also just move, but I don't really see a good spot for it. So let's hold steady, I think. Though maybe I'll move like 1 tile here, which is perhaps a mistake though. But it would include, I think, Shuraid in the hold steady. Maybe that doesn't matter though. Let's just hold steady here. Orc Young are coming. Okay, I did get hit in the head. But wasn't stunned, but I was dazed. Well, that's what I get. 5% hit there. That's what you get when you take a chance. Sometimes. Okay, and now it's time to Indom here with Thunderbolt, and let's immediately end his turn so he gets the decisive thing going. Oh, didn't see that coming. Well, that might actually be good for us, because now we can hopefully kill the Warlord quickly here. And it's nice to see that these Orc Warriors will have like a 5% chance to hit Thunderbolt. Yeah, it's nice to see. Now, this passage is already blocked, unless I kill this Orc Young now. But like I said, I would like to get Berserk going with one of these guys. So I think what Zubair does is just attacks this warrior, and these ones will decide that they cannot get through here, they have to go for a flank, and it's going to take them a long time, and hopefully the spear wall over here will keep them at bay for a long, long while. So let's just start whacking this warrior. Despite the daze, still deal a good amount of damage. I do hate being dazed though, it's very nasty. Minus 25% damage. Fatigue and initiative don't matter as much for Zubardo. Okay, and just end there, I guess. Okay, another warrior. Now next to our banner. It's definitely possible that I've bitten off too much here. More than I can chew. But we shall see, we shall see. Okay, wait for this one. We will go to one of these spots, I think. Milo will tank like one or two of these guys just fine, but not more than that, probably. Is there perhaps a good rotation here? I don't think so. It's better to just whack someone with a man splitter while you have it. Okay, 89, so eventually definitely they will get through that. Especially when they do use shield wall like that. At which point Charade might be dead, but we'll see. Anyway, time to start destroying them, hopefully. And since this warrior is next to Bertram, perhaps he's the target instead of Urgat. So let's go for him for one hit at least. Okay. Perhaps go for Urgat with the second attack though. Yeah, I think I've screwed up a little bit with the Inspiring Presence positioning. Let's get Urgat's tile as well, because the Miasma might actually help here. Maybe. Maybe. It's not going to do a lot though. It's only like, I don't know, 10 damage per turn, but oh well. Also would have been better if Mahdi had been able to destroy some of this armor before Sahiri starts whacking, but let's go for it. Okay, headshot there. I think we'll just hold this instead of moving there with passing step. The riposte is also something I could have perhaps planned to use more here. But I didn't. So I can attack twice against the warrior, or I could get Berserk from this. I think we'll leave the Berserk for Gerhard. Okay, fleeing. He is in rally range, but that shouldn't matter actually. Also, if I decide, I can now move a little bit back here with Charade. I think I actually will. Since these orcs are, at least this one decided that shield wall is the way to go. And shield wall is a bummer for the spear wall. Yeah, he'll block just fine here as well. I don't know. I don't know if it even matters, but let's move there. After all, like I said, let's leave this kill for Gerhard. I'll not go for the AoE attack here, even though I could, because I don't get 3 hits there, and it's also far more in fatigue ghosts. Oh, it wasn't a kill. Well, damn it. Well, damn it. Oh well. Next turn then. Okay, Bertram, do nothing else. I guess Milo starts doing something. He can be surrounded by 2 so far. They can push him, of course, but I don't know. Shouldn't matter yet, at least. And I guess Hadi goes for this one now, since this one is fleeing, and also Mahdi is going to go for that one, since he cannot hit anything else currently. Yeah, also, is arrow to the knee good here? It's possible it's good, I don't know. I don't know if it matters. The thing is, if I move here though, one of them, like this one, can get there and start attacking Hadi and also push him around. So what I could do instead is go for a hit and run. Or just move like perhaps there and attack this one. So the first 2 attacks are 2 AP thanks to Is it this one? Yes, opportunist. So I can move there, attack twice, and move back, and that's a bit safer. Not sure if it matters, but Hadi is also, despite having 48 melee defense currently, he is a bit weak when he's faced with orc warriors. I think I'll go with the axes. Do some armor damage there, and then move back. Okay, more of them got through. Yeah, definitely possible I screwed up with the positioning by allowing them to move past that tile. Well, anyway. Also, what I could have done here is just moved Mahdi here to help with this flank, which might have been better. Might have been better. What I can do, perhaps, which I might do, is rotate here, and then next round rotate with, like, Einar. And Einar can still attack this tile, because that's a reach weapon. Yeah, we might need more help in the south, actually. And as we deal with these ones, then more will perhaps find their way here anyway. And yeah, Bertram is a bit badly positioned. Maybe I move here, and then I can rotate with Bertram. I think I'll do that. Does mean that Gerhard is not at the optimal spot, but oh well. No plan survives contact with the enemy. And I think I'll just kill this orc warrior straight away, because there's a chance it gets rallied here. And also, if I kill it now, I will lower the resolve of the rest of them. Though not sure if this will be enough to kill it, unless it's a headshot, but let's see. Okay. There goes its head. And let's passing step to one of these tiles. Let's go here, I think. Yeah, let's do that. And let's get that riposte help. I could also passing step here, but that one I will avoid. And it seems that this weapon is just fine as long as the armor isn't like the heaviest of the heavy armor. Nice to see. Okay, and Leofric can attack once. I think the daze is best served on perhaps the warlord, but then again, dealing with this warrior who's next to our banner might be the best option. Not sure, not sure. Eventually he'll be able to attack twice, but not yet, not yet. I think I'll go for the warrior. Warrior actually, because Urgot will likely scream instead of attack. Well, he'll attack once and scream, right? Do I actually see the scream? Yes, Warcry. 3 AP. Okay, I think he's going to Warcry once and then attack once. So let's go for this one and hopefully be able to kill him with the help of the others, obviously, but pretty soon here. I can also switch into the Rondel Dagger for free and attack again. Is that a good idea? It's not going to deal much damage, and I won't go for a puncture, so I think I'd rather save the fatigue instead. Okay. Good, good, good. And since I positioned like this, I still don't have like a good AoE attack for this weapon, but I guess that's fine. Let's go for one each here, I think. One there and one here. Okay, and that's enough for you, Einar. Then we have Wolfgang. It's also possible that this warrior decides that he wants to push Bertram here, which would enable Wolfgang to attack twice. That would be nice. I think I'll wait with Wolfgang. Seems a bit unlikely I'll get another opportunity to attack twice here, unless I rotate with Mahdi. But you wait. Just you wait. And spear wall, and wait. And I can target this. Though if I kill it now, then That's also not good, because this one acts next and will possibly daze. Well, not daze, stun Zubar. So I'll wait here. That would not be good for us. Okay, keep on indoming. And now I guess we'll use like Onslaught, even though not sure if that matters. I could also use Command, actually. I haven't used that much. Who would I command and why? Maybe like Mahdi. So that would enable us to attack this warrior before it gets to act. And I don't know. It's probably not enough to kill though. Zupar could also be commanded, but not sure if it's all that helpful. Actually, I don't think it is. Does act way before this warrior, for example. Don't want to kill the orc young since I don't have berserk. It would be really funny to get dazed again. By a 5%er, of course. I don't think there's a good command here. I could also just attack, since the onslaught for the most part is unnecessary. But then again, it helps the spear wall a little bit, but I guess only against one of them, so that's a bit awkward. That is definitely a bit awkward. Yeah, since I don't see a good command, and I think the onslaught is better served used later, I think I'll just attack here. It is a 74, even with just 62. So let's attack this one. We do score a hit, not that it's a lot of damage. Okay, I don't think there's a point really in shield walling with Milo, so just attack probably. And end turn as well to get that riposte. So they might be pushing him away, that's a definite possibility. How about using the Falcon now? So that's more initiative for us, which is maybe a tiny bit helpful. Not sure just how helpful it is though. It's a little bit helpful, but not a lot. Not a lot yet. I think I'll just attack here. And yeah, this weapon is really poor against this opposition here. Okay, this time no 5%, and the Miasma actually gets the kill. Honestly, not sure if that's a good thing, because yeah, now I can't activate Berserk with Gerhard. Unless I get this one closer to death, which... Okay. With a headshot, then Gerhard will get a kill. Though he's too far away. Mahdi will leave this spot though, but just in what manner? If he rotates there, then I can't still move Gerhard close enough. I can also just move like somewhere around here and do the AoE attack. Well, I guess it's fine either way. So now the question is, do I move here? It's probably fine, but I don't know if it's helpful. Zupar does have a lot of armor and also good defense and underdog. So even if he gets surrounded by orc warriors here, I think he'll be fine. The problem is that he's also possibly getting stunned at some point by an orc young. Clearing some space here might actually be a good thing though, so... No, never mind. We have the Miasma. Never mind. Never mind, actually. Spent all that mental energy and didn't even realize that. Anyway, I think I'll wait with Hadi and decide in a bit what to do with him. There's the yell, and he did score a hit. What was the chance? I'll take a look in a moment. Getting pushed around now. Spear wall is holding for now. Okay, what was the chance to hit there? That was 54, but that's not what I'm looking for. 15. Okay, so a bit unlucky there. Well, we're still fine, kind of. But yeah, being just nimble with 81 hit points does mean that even one hit is pretty damn nasty. And now Hadi is also next to one orc warrior. Well, he can handle like one. But yeah, it's getting to be a bit dangerous around here. Anyway, so I can rotate and attack. But it needs to be with Einar specific. Well, it can also be with Subar, I guess. Also, this warrior was rallied. Gerhard can get that kill, but only if he... Only if I make room for him. Yeah, getting awkward here. This is getting awkward. This one is actually a nice target for us, though. It's just probably not enough damage, or is it? Yeah, it won't be enough damage. Having the combo is so much better than having just Berserk for a pole armor. If I rotate with Subar, can he next round attack something? That's the problem as well. I think it needs to be with Einar, probably. And Einar has the reach weapon, which he can use, well, anywhere. So let's do that, and maybe even get this... Nope, not quite. Left at 44, okay. I am a little bit rusty with my orc fights. Definitely making some... at least minor mistakes here. But now I should be able to get the Berserk here with Wolfgang. Please don't miss this 95. Okay, excellent. Do that straight away. And probably end there. I could also move back there. I don't know if there's a point, so let's not. Okay, still holding here with Shurade for a while yet, hopefully. Okay, maybe it's time to switch weapons. Since I can do that and still attack. Yeah, this is getting a little bit dicey for Gerhard. I might just attack here and move away from this position. Really want to avoid these warriors. Yeah, Gerhard's positioning has been a bit bad in this fight. I haven't been able to use the AoE attack effectively even once. Well, I'll go for this. Okay, headshot. Headshot when I don't want a headshot. Oh well. So yeah, let's move away from there, but maybe just one tile. Maybe just one tile. Keeps us with options. Also, one orc young is about to reach that, which will be pretty bad. Yeah, hopefully people don't get stunned, or the right people don't get stunned. This one is still left to act, as is that one. Yeah, the miasma also, if the orcs start pushing us around, the miasma might really like hurt us here. It's far worse for the humans than it is for the orcs, who have a ton of hit points. Anyway, I guess you'll hold still there, Gerhard. Okay. Good that that missed, and also that the pushback failed. Would have been a push into the miasma. Okay. And Hadi, get your mace out. I guess I could use the net now. On, I don't know which one to use it on though. It would be like this one, but I don't know if that's helpful or not. Probably not. Would enable the double grip bonus though. So maybe it's worth it just for that. Also, it keeps this one from being able to push Zahiri back all that easily. Not sure if this is the right play, but let's do it. Get a headshot there. Okay. And... oh god damn it, misclick. I meant to go for this one. Okay, that's a bit of a mistake there. Oh well. Sucks to be me, or sucks to be Zahiri there. Still can't attack twice, but now let's go for this one. I could also use the dog, which might be a good idea here actually, because it blocks the orc young from this tile. Actually an excellent use of a dog. The dog goes straight into the miasma though, which is not good for the war dog, but I guess it's good for the team. So I think I will use that. Okay, takes a bit of damage. Einar waits, I think, unless I want to go for this warrior, which would be a kill probably. Unless it's a headshot, I don't know. Even a headshot might be a kill though. It's in 21. I just don't know if this is enough damage if it hits the head. How much is the damage here? 42 to 66. Okay, well, if I get one body shot, it's enough damage. So I think Einar waits. What I could have done also is move here and just take the miasma damage, but I think that would have been a mistake. Now I could decide to go for this warrior though, and not wait for like this guy. That will also free up some room for these two to maneuver there if I'd like. So I think I will do that. Also, headshot here would be extremely good. Okay, well the second hit seems to have been a headshot, but since it's less damage, it's not much. Okay, Wolfgang ideally would get a kill. That would be a kill. If I attack this twice, what's my chance to hit the head, by the way? 30%, okay. Well, actually it's 50, right? No, it's not, because I don't have leverage. Which would be plus 20% at a range of 2. So if I get this kill... it kind of needs to be a headshot, right? Yeah, I think so. Probably. Well, I get 2 attacks at the very least. So the thing is, I might even be able to attack 3 times here. Under the right circumstances, but I think that means that I would have to wait. Which is not a good idea, probably. Probably not a good idea to wait here. If I just go for this twice... How does that work for us? Anyway, he's going to run out of fatigue at some point anyway, so maybe getting 3 attacks now isn't all that necessary. So maybe just go for this here. Okay, I did manage to score the headshot there, seemingly. Okay. So now, with 9 action points, I can still wait and attack twice against this one, who will be joining us here for the party in a moment. Oh, yeah. Kind of saw that coming, but oh well. Zubar now stunned. I don't have the stun immunity amulet yet. Probably go for this with Gerhard, though it does pain me a little bit that I haven't been able to trigger Berserk with him. He also has Killing Frenzy, so... It's not good play by me, but since the terrain is helping us a little bit here, I think we are fine, probably. Still could lose like Leofric, though. Well, anyway, let's hope for a body shot here instead of a headshot. Okay, good. Left at 5 action points, so we can target this one once it comes in. Alright, and keep on indoming. They haven't been able to hit him even once. Shield is at 99%. Theodobald is doing a good job. Okay. Onslaught now, perhaps? Yeah, probably. Now it helps the spear wall a lot more, so let's use it now. And perhaps we'll use the Blitzkrieg later, though against the slow-moving orcs, I don't know how useful that will be. Being pushed around. Yeah, Milo has been the weakest link in this fight. He can't really do much. So maybe I should have like replaced him at some point, but he's now level 15, so I don't think I'll be kicking him out of the group just because he's having trouble here. Also, he's still using like a crappy weapon, so I guess it's understandable. At some point, maybe we'll find like a good, noble, famed sword for him to do something. Anyway, let's use the Falcon, I guess, since the dodge bonus might even come into play. Maybe? Or maybe I should still wait on that. Yeah, let's wait on that, actually. Do a bit. Oh, why are you wavering? You have 80 resolve. That sucks. Don't start breaking. That would ruin it for us. Okay, good that we don't get hit by a 8% there. Also, Hadi's positioning has been pretty bad in this fight. That's on me, obviously. The throwing weapons are far more effective than this winged mace is. We don't even have duelists, so it is what it is. Oh well. Zahiri about to be out of fatigue. I'll probably just attack twice here, but let's wait for perhaps some damage from like Gerhard, perhaps. Okay, getting hit there, but it's fine. Okay, Mahdi will probably move like here and attack. In a fight like this, the Man Splitter, obviously, the damage is very nice, but even when we have this fatigue discount from Finesse and also we have Battle Flow, he does run out of fatigue at some point, especially when I would like to use like 12 action points like I have here. Can I still rotate and attack? No. So it's definitely going to be an attack on this one. I think. I could also move here though. Is there miasma on that tile? I don't think there is. Maybe there is actually though. So you have 82 hit points. You can handle some miasma. I could use his damage like on both of these flanks. Maybe here is better though, even though that does mean taking the miasma damage. These two are slowly coming for the northern flank as well. And if Theodobolt starts breaking, he is now wavering, then I need to move Bertram closer to him. He's actually going to die probably if he breaks. Might even kill someone else as he does that. Yeah, so I think freeing up Bertram is now the priority, so let's take that miasma damage probably. This tile is free from miasma damage though. So if I move here and attack, this one will still be alive next round. And he will need to recover at some point, so this position is decent for that. It's not perfect. The thing is, if I move here, I'm going to take the miasma damage for longer than one turn, right? I don't actually know how long this lasts, though. And also, I don't believe the weapon tooltip will tell me, but let's take a look. Leaves a cloud of miasma. So, just how long does the Skeleton Priest miasma last? I think it's 3 turns, so maybe this will dissipate now or after the next turn. Well, in any case, I think I'll go for this tile. It's not optimal, but I think it's a bit better. This one would also be fine, but like I said, I think the priority now is getting Bertram out of this spot. So do that. Team pushed around and now Zahiri is wavering. There is no reason to waver, come on. You haven't even been hit, have you? No. Oh, you silly sod. Anyway, let's attack this one, I think. Miss a 95. You will hold this still, hopefully. Gerhard attacks the same guy, unless I want to go for this one. Wolfgang can take a bit of heat, but Gerhard cannot. think I'll go for this one, actually. Start getting rid of that armor. Also, I should remember the bolster ability better, so I can use that to rally people, perhaps. Like, at Zahiri at some point might be rallied by that, might even be made confident. Okay. Spear wall is actually working. Nice. Oh, nice. Nice days. Alright. And now we can finally attack twice with Leofric. Son, I am disappointed. Okay, there we go. That's better. This one acts in 9. Okay, that's a bit annoying that this one acts after these two. Because if I kill one of these, then obviously I might be getting stunned again. And if I leave them alive, I might be taking damage. Oh well, it is what it is. Okay, that one's down. Urgot is now wavering. Well, he might have been wavering already, but still. Okay, wait just in case. I don't think it's going to happen, but perhaps like this one somehow ends up being within reach of the attack there. Maybe. Okay, we still have the fatigue to do some things. For a little bit, but not enough fatigue for the riposte, so we'll be needing to recover probably pretty soon here. Yeah, I think I'll leave these two alive for now, even though that's a slight risk of taking damage, but it's better than getting stunned, I think. That means going for this one. Do that. Okay, and Gerhard. Move out of harm's way, probably here. Go for this one. Oh, nearly. Nearly, but not quite. I think he moves like here. Get as far away from them as possible. Because he can't really handle the heat. Not for long. If you can't handle the heat, then stay out of the kitchen. Okay. Not getting hit by a 5%, obviously a good thing. And now I can actually get Inspiring Presence for Zubar by moving one tile. So that seems like the right thing to do. Though recovering would be okay, I guess. This one has acted, so I can maybe even kill both of these. At least one of them. It's also Inspiring Presence for Leofric for next round, but he's starting to run out of fatigue. But yeah, move there and just attack probably. Like this one, I think, instead of... Well, then again, Urgot is easier to hit with a 90%. Okay, let's go for Urgot, actually, on second thought. Okay, nice, Inspiring Presence. Guess I'll go one bonk each. This one will likely survive. That one did not. Well, like I said, likely to survive, but... I didn't mean it like that. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Missing 95s in a tough fight will be pretty detrimental to someone's health, possibly. Hopefully not, but maybe. Okay, keep on indoming. Starting to run out of fatigue. Just don't break. That's what I wish. Don't break. Having like a hammer guy instead of Milo would be so much better. Okay, good. Now we can finally throw. I can also move, but I guess I'll throw. Son. I am... Well, you know the rest. Okay. And there you go, getting hit in the head by 27 straight after. Alright. I'll wait with Mahdi, but he perhaps will be recovering. Maybe that's unnecessary though. He might just move here. And for next round start whacking these orcs with his big axe. But yeah. For now, wait. Okay, no longer is Theodobald wavering. Urgot decides to move. That's fine. They're now breaking the shield. Yeah, that's actually good for us. Thank you, Urgot. There you go. Enjoy. Spear is still holding for charade. So one more turn probably for the spear wall with that spear. Can I move and attack? No. Okay, since Urgot moved here, I think it's probably best to recover instead of moving here. So this is starting to be a little bit dangerous for Wolfgang's survival. He hasn't taken any damage, but these orcs are starting to pour in. Then again, just one of the warriors so far. Okay, I think I'll recover. And hopefully we can finish Urgot next turn, which is this turn. Yeah, we should be able to. How much armor do you have? 157. Okay, I'll switch into the Rondel Dagger for this. Might also just attack the Orc Young, though. This is going to be a 95, I think, from Mahdi. Yeah, should be. He has minus 25 melee defense. He's taken a dislocated jaw. He is breaking and he is dazed. And also Einar can finish that. So I think we'll stab here. And maybe that's enough for Supar to finish the job. I mean, it's not a lot, but it's honest work. Okay. And Zahiri, can you still attack twice? 9 fatigue, so 18. If I counted that correctly, you cannot attack twice with this, but this is one less. So it's 17. Yeah, we can do one of each. But after this, probably we'll be recovering. Okay. Wolfgang can also finish this, but it might be time for recover for him. So I think Mahdi makes the best candidate to finish the job here. It's a little bit greedy though. Always possible I miss a 95. But I think Einar goes for this one. And Wolfgang possibly recovers, but we'll see. We'll see about the fatigue situation in a moment. So let's go for this one. We can still attack thanks to Vigorous Assault. Okay, and Spear is at 20%, so now we switch. Okay, Wolfgang, can you attack twice? 12 fatigue to use, 24. That's exactly twice, so I think we will go for it twice, though it would still be better to get the kill on Mahdi. So I think I'll go for this one. Good job. Completely out of fatigue there. Maybe I shouldn't have ended turn. Though no, this Orc Young cannot reach us and stun. So it's fine, okay. Alright, so if I want to bolster, that might be a kill actually. So bolster from this spot. Is it time to use the AoE attack? Let's see. Only get 2 targets though. Is this the exact same damage? Seems to be. So there is a slight chance that it's not a kill, but it's very slight. I think I'll go for the AoE attack this time. Okay. So, yeah. 95 miss again. Okay. Also... oh yeah. Overwhelm is from Wolfgang. For a second there I was confused because I thought Gerhard had applied that, but that is not the case. The dog made Urgot flee. Okay, well, I'll take it. So no one is wavering anymore. There's 15 orcs left. I think the fight is in the bag for the most part. Guess this is just a recover. Okay. Nice. Where's the other? Yeah, there. The last orc young is there. You will wait still. Did not anticipate this one going there, but that's fine. Okay, so Urgat is going to die. He has 1 hit point left. So I guess finishing off with Mahdi. Finishing him off with Mahdi is not necessary here. So I'll wait. Oh, you're wavering again. Why are you wavering? You have 88 resolve currently. Also, can no longer indom unless I recover. I think indoming is better, so let's recover here instead of shield wall. Milo's finally starting to get through this, thanks to Zahiri's help. Taking a bit of damage there. Milo will be a bit better in the Black Monolith, because the targets are a little bit softer there. But yeah, in this fight he's been pretty bad. Okay, plenty of them are coming in. I might be losing Hadi here, it's possible. Because they can now push Theobald away, if they'd like. And now he's actually breaking, and there we go, getting hit. Spearball has been breached. But there goes their warlord. So yeah, Hadi is in danger. The other ones should be fine here, I think. Probably use Subar here to maximize Hadi's chances. We can also perhaps rotate him out of the harm. The problem being that Mahdi is a bit slow. He is still faster than the warriors though, so probably Hadi will survive, but we'll see. We shall see. These ones might never actually reach us, they will instead be fleeing at some point, but let's see. They still can act here, and now there's room here, so they can decide to go there. Oh, I forgot, the tree stump. Yeah, this tree stump actually hasn't helped us at all. It's been harmful, actively harmful instead. That means that Subar cannot reach here to help, not in a quick fashion at least. That means going south instead, I think. Yeah, that's probably the play here. Okay, just move there. And let's move Mahdi there. Get ready to rotate. Alright. Is this time to rotate or do this twice? I think this twice. Yeah, I think so. At least I think we still have fatigue for 2 attacks. Yes, we do. So you don't have Berserk though, so it's better to leave this for someone else. So now it is a bit problematic since Wolfgang is completely fatigued out, but let's go for this one. Okay, since we dazed, let's go for this one next. And no daze there. Alright. Switch back. And we should still be able to bonk twice. Yes. Like that. This build has been working pretty well, but as we saw in this fight, Leofric is kind of a glass cannon, despite having immense melee defense. Well, it is what it is. Can I still attack twice? So that's 17. Doesn't look like I can. Okay, I think it's time to recover. That is a bit of a shame, because now we definitely need the damage to break these guys, to save Hadi. But let's see. I think, yeah, we should be able to rotate him out of there. Does he act? No. So this one still gets to act before Hadi does, which means this one might push Mahdi away. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. In any case, do the recover there. Okay, so who can get that Berserk kill? Wolfgang can. Theodobald, why are you breaking? Why are you breaking? None of us has died. You haven't taken any damage and you're breaking. With 91 resolve. Oh well, guess killing this now is probably a good idea. So let's do that. Good. And I think I'll also move here. Despite possibly being stopped by an Orc Young's 5%. Not this time. Let's steal Spearball, since in Reforged and in Legends with the right perks you can. Wait though. We'll destroy this armor with Zubar. I think I've played this fight a bit messy, but I've also gotten a fair bit unlucky. I think this is recover instead of attacking once. Dog is still alive, doing work. Good job, dog. Let's see. So Gerhard, like I said, is a bit weak, so we'll see. We'll see how this goes. But for now, probably target this one. Yeah, the AoE attack cannot be effectively used here. Unless I want to target Zahiri as well, which I don't. I mean, you don't say. I can also... Oh, come on. What I was going to say is I can switch weapon now, so I can get the dagger if I'd like. And this guy has lost almost all of his armor, so I think we'll go for it. So it's a bit of a waste of fatigue, perhaps. Okay, well, do that. Do that there. Alright. And Bertram probably just attacks, though we could use the Blitzkrieg. Well, Blitzkrieg does help a few of us for next round, so I guess we'll use that. So let's move here, I think. And Blitzkrieg. I could also just move like around here to get the Inspiring Presence going. That is possible. That is something I could definitely do. Not sure if it's better though. It won't be yet, but eventually maybe. There's only 12 of them left though, and a fair few of them are breaking, so I think we'll go for the Blitzkrieg, even though even that is not all that effective when the opposition is so slow. But let's do it. Okay, and kind of fatigued out already again, but I guess we'll Indom. At least they can't push Theodobald now. Now, when this warrior takes this spot, we'll see if Theodobald actually starts fleeing. He does. Come on, man. You're our tank. What are you doing? What are you doing? Well, that means that, yeah, definitely keep Bertram in rally range of Theodobald in the Black Monolith. That's pretty pathetic, actually. Maybe we've been a bit unlucky with that, but I don't know. They do have menacing, though. Yeah, maybe menacing is the reason. Lower the resolve of adjacent enemies by -10. Anyway, let's kill these fools. Okay, Action 2, Action 11. This one hasn't lost any morale yet. I think I'll go for this one. Also, he cannot actually push Mahdi. There's no space for him, so Hadi is actually safe for now. For a little bit. These two can push Gerhard, though. But thankfully, Hadi does act before that. Well, in any case, let's go for one of these. 340 armor. I'll go for that one, which has less armor. Okay, and do that. This warrior is actually starting to be fatigued out, partly due to the days. Okay. So Hadi, almost fatigued out, has taken a bunch of damage. Let's switch weapon and probably back off here. Switch into like heavy javelins. So this is how much fatigue? 12. So I will have 7 fatigue left. I can move 1 tile if I attack. I think it's safer to just move instead of going for the 1 attack. So I probably will. We don't need Hades damage here, I don't think. We can hopefully rally Theodobolt. Also, he is at full. Everyone else is still at 100% over there. So let's just move Hades out of harm's way. Like there. Make sure that they cannot get to him. Not yet, at least. Also, now that we see what happened here, I guess it would have been better to go for a rally. Well, it is what it is. Fatigued out of here as well. Nice timing though, as we don't really need the spear wall anymore. Shurade has done excellent work actually in this fight. Go for that one twice. So maybe I could have gotten a kill from the Orc Young and activated Berserk. Oh well. Let's wait just in case I can take that tile. Just attack. Switch weapons. I think we'll go for this one now. Not sure if it matters, but let's do that. Okay. Pretty good. Alright, so can I even move here and rally? No. We are just barely in range. So we'll see if this works. You would have been completely fine if you had never started fleeing. Well, might have been a positioning error as well. I can also move here to rally, but I don't know. Just rally from here. Okay, good. Now he is only wavering. I can also move 1 tile. No, let's wait. Okay, this one's fleeing. Good. Get a kill. Nice. Do that. I am very slow when it comes to these fights, at least sometimes. So not sure if this has been actually all that entertaining to watch due to that. I mean, some people prefer slow-paced content, whether it be films or otherwise. And obviously others do not. Anyway, let's kill that one. Still have some fatigue. Let's like move 1 tile. This one might decide to go for Leofric, after which he can be dealt with ease. Could also move like here. Which is maybe slightly better, but I don't know. Keeping Leofric here as a blockage, I guess, is better for Hades, so let's move actually there, probably. Alright, and now we do that. And we do this. Though since this is this terrain, I can no longer use the overhead strike. Well, I guess that's fine. Managed to make that one flee. Nice to see. Okay, and this one, is this one fleeing? No, breaking. Do I really care about this guy? Not sure. I could go for this one. If he pushes someone away, is that bad? I don't think it is. I'll go for this one. Let's go for that one that time. Yeah, you can do that, but... Well, I guess it would have been pretty bad if that 16% had landed, but we're fine. We seem to be fine. Okay, Milo. Recover. Recover. So the fight is definitely won, and it seems like no one died, so that's good. That's good for us. stating the obvious. Also, I guess very minor, but Citadel's weapon has very low durability, so even when I'm not attacking, in some fights like, well, not this one specifically, but we can see a possibility in some fight that whoever was surrounding him starts fleeing, and since he'll attack, his weapon is actually going to break, perhaps, since this goblin weapon only has 36 durability. But then again, I guess it doesn't even matter all that much if it does, since I won't be missing it. Also, very slight annoyance here, I cannot move and attack twice. Oh well, doesn't matter. Bonk in the head. Wait, I think? No, let's not wait, because Milo should be able to guarantee that one doesn't get away. Alright. Definitely did take my time with this fight. Dog almost gets the kill there. And I do think I kind of screwed up the positioning at the start, despite taking so long with it. Oh well. Live and learn. Well, let's see if I actually learn anything, but pretty happy about this result. I mean, why wouldn't I be? Okay, move there, wait. Just wait, I guess we might even be rallying once more. Maybe. Goodbye. Yeah, it was kind of messy. Kind of messy, I must say, but I also did get quite unlucky with the 95s. Okay, and now that one's fleeing. Wait. And just do that. Hold there, and you can just make sure that these ones don't get away. I guess just move. Definitely could have done this fight like in, I don't know, 20 minutes or so, but really want to make sure that everyone lives. Weapon is at 50%, so maybe I should reconsider this weapon choice, especially if I don't also have a dagger. Okay, I should really like give him a backup weapon as well, if I still use this. In some fights that will actually matter. Okay, just two of them left. I guess you go here. Yeah. Leofric the Unstoppable. I think everyone kind of pulled their weight apart from Milo. Anyway, let's take a look at the stats in a moment here. In a moment. Okay, there we are. So, Zubar dealt over 2000. Zahiri 1600. Leofric, no weight, dealt 2400, pretty damn nice. Wolfgang with 2000. Okay. And Milo dealt only 500 damage. Didn't really do much now, did he? Also took 0 damage though. I don't know, maybe positioning him better would have been... More aggressively perhaps would have been better there. And it seems we get a famed helmet out of this. So it seems to be Battle-forged or maybe poised, so not really happy about that. Unaffected by acidic lindworm blood. Don't think I care about that. But yeah, it's a good result here. I'm pretty happy about that. So there we go, that one's done. So now we have 150 tools. I guess I'll actually not mark these orc weapons for repairs yet, though I don't know. We didn't take like that much damage, so our gear... Let's see, I don't usually even look at this. Repairing all your equipment will take 45 hours and require 61 tools. Well, I can mark them for repairs later. How's the inventory? 149. Well, in any case, let's camp here for a while. So now we kind of know that we can deal pretty well with an orc camp of that caliber. Obviously there are still tougher orc camps that we could find. Bertram walks up to a stack of human skulls you've come across. He analyzes their mortal wounds. Mostly the fact that their bodies are nowhere in sight. Decapitation is a hell of a thing to survive. Standing back up, he nods. Orcish artwork, fellas! Study it close lest you join the gallery. You also nod and tell the men to be aware of the dangers ahead. Be on your guard. Well, we kind of already knew that this is orcish territory, but sure. Thanks for that. Anyway, so I will do more fights here, obviously, but I will also, I guess, even when I don't really need to do it, I will be visiting Civilization again to offload the inventory, which means that Unreachable Citadel. Well, anyway, I was going to say that it means that we will be taking a bit longer before the Black Monolith. Unless I find it like now. Anyway, we have the Unreachable Citadel here with some Necrosavants, lots of honor guards, a Necrosavant Lord, and a priest. So let's do that. Also, yes, now that I remember, let's give you like some backup weapon. Do I have like a... Yes, I have a fighting spear. Losing out on some fatigue here is not great, but I guess we can tolerate that. Also, this is minus 13, this is minus 10 fatigue, not really a big difference. Was this ever going to be an upgrade, by the way, for anyone? I think not. Yeah, it seems to be... Seems to be a pretty bad helmet. Oh well. Oh well. So yeah, I think we are ready to go. Seems to be. Seems to be the case. So, some Necrosavants I think will be fine though. Let's give you a 1 net though. The Necrosavant Lord might be nice to use a net on that. And actually, yes, now that I think about it, let's have some bolas instead, since we can stun with those. Also, do we still have ammunition? Yes, yes we do. These enemies can actually be stunned. Okay, 19. I think this is going to be far easier, but there's kind of a possibility that someone dies. We'll see. Anyway, I suppose... Let's see. We just hold where we are. That means waiting. Won't be using Spear Wall in this fight. I think I'll just wait around. I do lose out on the decisive buff by doing that, but I think it's fine in this fight. Okay, so maybe back off like a tile or two. Since we cannot move up and attack. I'll double check if any of them are waiting. This one is waiting. Can it even reach that spot though? Doesn't look like it. Or does he? Actually yes, this is 3 AP plus 2 AP, so he can. Not a big deal, but it's something to consider. Okay, I'll play it safe. We might not be needing to play it safe, but let's play it safe. Back up like 1 tile. Nah, let's do 2, I think. I could also spend more time thinking about this positioning here, but I don't think I need to. This is far easier of a fight. So we'll see if I eat my words after someone has been devoured by a necrosavant. I'll switch into that weapon. I think it's maybe like slightly better. It has the plus 10% to hit, right? Let's double check. Where are you? There. Yeah, plus 10% to hit. Does this one have any? 5%. Well, I guess only a slight improvement in that regard. But sure. Well, yeah, just hold there, I guess. I could also just move Theodobold here and use the Indom stuff there, but I don't think I want to do that here. Okay. And now we wait again, despite losing the decisive stacks. Or, well, we didn't have any stacks, but you know what I mean. You know what I meant there. Okay, come forward. Are you waiting? Maybe you're waiting. Yes, you are waiting. Smart girl. This one waiting, I guess, doesn't really make a difference one way or the other. Okay, let's just go for the... I could move here and do the AoE. Maybe that's better than doing the single target attack. So actually, no, I can't move there because, yeah, this terrain doesn't permit that. Oh well, it is what it is. Let's move there, though. Plenty of miasma in this fight. 82s, so let's go for an 82. Okay, and that should be fine. I'm not really afraid of these honor guards, but we have seen that when they get like tempo, etc., they are a threat. So maybe I should be afraid. I think Shure just holds position and waits for the necrosavants to arrive. The spear is not going to be very good against these enemies anyway, but against the savants it can do work. Maybe even protect these two here, though no. I want to protect Gerhard. Yeah, I guess he just holds. Maybe moves like 1 tile there. Let's move 1 tile here. Maybe he'll make like an attractive, appetizing target for the savants. Slightly awkward here, but oh well. Guess, yeah, we should be mindful of the fact of not having that underdog perk. But maybe this position isn't all that bad after all, since I can destroy these skeletons relatively quickly. I think we'll be fine there. Hopefully that is actually the case. Also, actually, yes, now that I think about it, this weapon is better against the savants, but it's worse against these guys. Oh well. It is what it is. It is what it is. Get that bolster. Do I back off? Let's actually back off, since this one might still end up there. Oh, never mind, I can't. Never mind. Okay, they're getting some exercise. They don't want to just teleport all the time. Zahiri has been cursed. I'm not sure how I feel about this curse ability. It's pretty damn nasty, and if we can't deal with the Lord quickly enough, then it could even get someone killed. Zahiri does have 100 hit points though. Okay, so I don't think it's time for Blitzkrieg, since the savants are not yet engaged in melee. It might be time for Onslaught now, and we'll use like Hold Steady or Blitzkrieg next. Yeah, I think that's the plan. Yeah, let's do that. Can't move. Having Pathfinder would be nice. Alas, you cannot have everything. Okay, just go for that. And probably just actually attack here with Theodobald. 72 melee defense. I don't think Indom is necessary, nor is Shield Wall. Definitely not yet. Since I neglected to take melee skill, it's not all that high, but it is still 81 after the... are you confident? No, it's from hybridization. Well, in any case. Take that. Which is not a lot, but it's something. Okay, maybe help here. Yeah, dealing with the Lord quickly is a good idea. Stagger helps. Means we can possibly stun next turn. Okay. And there comes the fart gas. Alright. Let's see what these undead are made of. Oh. Well, almost. I think I will actually passing step there. I think Zahiri is... If someone's going to be doing a maneuver like that, it should be Zahiri with 79 melee defense and underdog. And riposte. So let's do it. There's the curse. Do I have a good castigate? Well, that's decent. Well, it is good. It is good. I'll go for it. Only land one. I should have checked the chances to hit there. Okay, mistake on my part. Also, maybe I should have waited for like a Necrosavant to come in. Also, Bertram is now here, separated from the rest, so maybe I should move Charade to protect him. The Savants will find him a good candidate to devour. Yeah, seems like I need to be doing that. That means abandoning Gerhard though, so I've made positioning errors again. Well, Bertram has a lot of armor. We have a rotation on Mahdi, so maybe he's fine. Maybe he's fine. The problem is that he is, yeah, very separated from the rest. Gerhard also needs support though. I can't really allow this honor guard to reach him. If I move here, perhaps a Savant will find him to be a more enticing target than the banner. Yeah, I don't know. Might be screwing this fight up. Well, we'll see how it goes. I think I'll make this move. Yeah, I think so. They will be able to hit Bertram very easily, but he does have the armor and the 9 lives, and we do have the rotation. Gerhard is a bit weaker, so let's try to keep him safe for now. And getting the Savants first would be ideal, but I can't really ignore the honor guards either. Yeah, I wonder if one hit from a Mansplitter is enough here. Maybe. I'm not going to like count it, but maybe it is enough. So maybe I'll go for this one. Or wait for a Savant to come in range. I think I'll go for this one. Okay, if I get Berserk, I get 4 action points. I can't still attack afterwards. Oh well. But I can move. So let's maybe even move here. To protect Bertram. Also, if a Savant ends up here, then Bertram will get the Inspiring Presence buff, which will be pretty nice. Yeah, I think that's maybe what I should be doing with that 4 action points. Let's do it. And let's start whacking or bonking. I could also use the dog again, but this time I don't think I will. Not yet, at least. Maybe Gerhard actually switches into this. Let's do it. Maybe go for AoE despite only getting 2 targets. Okay, decent. Not fantastic, but decent. Also in Miasma, not nice. Okay, going for Gerhard. And Charade. Well, the Savant missed Gerhard, so that's good. Okay, so can't use both of these. I think it's probably Blitzkrieg that we want to use. But then again, the Savants... There's 2 here, 1 there, and the Lord there. Maybe it's better to hold steady. That helps against the Honor Guards and also this Savant, and possibly against the Lord. But the Lord might be stunned in a moment. Can't move and use a Tactician ability, sadly. 106 initiative. So I need to make the decision now, I think, which one to use. Maybe it is the Blitzkrieg. Yeah, maybe it is the Blitzkrieg. Okay, sure. Let's use the Blitzkrieg. It won't reach everyone, but I guess it reaches the ones that matter. Use it. And yeah, just end. I wonder if there's even a point in attacking this. Maybe I should like push it back here. That means it has only 1 target and it's against the riposte. I think I will. It's 95. Yeah, that's better. Now hopefully Sahiri can handle this. If not, then Mahdi might need to rotate. Okay. I'll wait and see what happens here. Though, this Honor Guard, where are you going? Here or here, maybe? Yeah, Leofric, despite having 79 melee defense, like I've been saying, doesn't have Underdog. I think probably go for this one. Okay, go for it. And stun, please. Okay, excellent. Just wait. And just wait. Though I could move here, which might mean that this Savant wants to go for Thunderbolt. But I think I'll wait. Wait and see. Okay, good. Sadly, no other target within range. 26 misses. Okay, good. 37 misses. Those weren't misses, though. Right, we are taking some damage. Push back. Okay. Well, nothing I can do about it. Nothing I can do about that. Alright, and going for... actually charade. Okay, well, we might be using shield wall in that case. Okay, Milo goes for this Lord. I think. Yeah, goes for the Lord. Do I use the net now? Just to guarantee. I think I do. I think it's warranted. Also improves Citadels' chances to hit here. Using him for damage in a fight like this, not optimal. It's definitely possible that I've been underestimating this fight. Also, getting Subire in a position where he could use the AoE ability might have been prudent. Also a bit risky, but prudent. Anyway, Mahdi. Maybe move here and we can get like a kill, activate Berserk next round. So Gerhard needs saving. Actually, he is next to a Savant. Yeah, I think that's the way to go. Rotate him there. It is within miasma, but what can you do? Yeah, he will be able to rotate and attack. Hello. Okay. Go for this. Get a kill. Do I use the dog? The dog will provide surround bonuses, so I think I will. Over here. So now I could use the Thresh, but it's only against 2 targets, so... probably not. Probably not. Feels like a waste. The dog there. Take a bit of damage. Oh, never mind. God damn it. This guy has rebuke. Well, that's my bad. That is my bad. My bad, doggo. I'm sorry. Okay. Probably go for the Savant with Einar. Yeah, Charade will be shield walling. I think he's under enough pressure to warrant it. Though it's 95 against this target, so I think I'll go for that. Let's start weakening them. We do that. 6 fatigue. Let's go for it. Okay. I think Wolfgang waits. There might be a Savant coming in here. Alright, and Gerhard. Can you kill this? 79 only. Like, I could wait to possibly boost his resolve. Possibly getting rid of this now would be very valuable though. Okay, good. Good. Now just go for... oh yeah, I need to remember that they have the rebuke, so don't target the one next to you. Let's go for this one, I think. Alright, good work. Hold steady now, since we use that against all of them. Alright, and go for this one, I think. The dog is about to die. Oh well. Okay, good. Kind of what I wished for as well, so pretty lucky. I don't know, I've been sloppy in this fight. Kind of sloppy. Okay, go for the Savant. Alright, sure. Is it time to use Bearded Blade for once? I should have used it before, but I can still use it. Every attack missed against you has a chance to disarm, so I guess I'll use it. Okay. Running out of fatigue. Alright, and still go for the stun, I think. I could go for damage instead, but yeah. Doesn't seem like the right thing to do. Okay, we just got the stagger. But I guess Citadel has a chance to finish the Lord. That would be nice to see. Okay, one Savant down. Okay, one of them goes for Huddy. Excellent, Citadel gets the kill there. No more curse. Getting hit there though. So far it's fine. So we are taking damage, but currently no one seems to be in any real danger. Not just yet. So we are also getting miasmad. Alright, and yes, we did get a target here. Good. Excellent. That is excellent. I guess you step out of there. Out of the miasma, that is. Also slightly safer of a spot. Don't bother with the adrenaline. Mahdi has taken a bunch, actually. Didn't check the percentages they had, but I'm assuming they weren't very high. Okay, good. I'm starting to run out of fatigue. I guess I'll just attack this one. Okay. Take more miasma damage. 39 hit there. Alright. We can maybe get this kill with Gerhard. That would be ideal. I think I'll risk it. Let's instead go for this one, I think. Not that much there, but I guess it's something. Yeah, Wolfgang, please kill. Good. Okay, 10 enemies left. And we do get the inspiring presence. Okay, it wasn't quite enough. Oh, come on. 95 miss. Which means no kill, no berserk. Well, with berserk we couldn't have attacked again anyway. But that does pain me. Oh well. Just move there. Citadel waits, I suppose. Oh, damn it. That's nasty. Nasty damage there. 36, 49. Yeah, I guess I underestimated this fight. Yeah, they do have pretty high chances. Let's see. Out of fatigue. Out of armor. Mahdi is in danger. Einar a little bit as well. Well, the good news is that there's only 10 enemies left. The bad news is that we might be losing Mahdi. That would be pretty nasty. Is there a useful command here? Maybe, but I don't think so. Also, there's no one to rally. How about moving here to get inspiring presence for Zubar? Can I get there? Yes. I think that's the play. We can maybe even kill both of these. Yeah, that seems like the right move. Also means I can move these guys and not have to worry about these savants. Let's do that. Maybe even move here. Zahiri is out of fatigue though, so inspiring presence for him not as helpful. I think I'll wait there and see. Dog is alive still, but is going to bleed out. Oh well. Okay, good and almost. Almost. Good and almost good. That's good. Milo's crappy arming sword is actually doing something here. Alright, let's start moving. So yes, we need to save Mahdi somehow. I guess Hadi needs to help here. Switch into the axes, I guess. We are pretty far though. Yeah, also he's so slow. He actually has less initiative than this honor guard does. And so does Mahdi. We might even lose Mahdi. Wolfgang is pretty quick though. He can't, because of the terrain, he can't get close enough to attack twice next round though. Well, it is what it is. It is what it is. Maybe move here. Finish this guy. Yeah, I think so. That makes sense. That means bolas. Oh, wasn't enough. Wasn't enough. Oh well. Shurade is holding. Mahdi attacks. Rebuke is a problem though. If he misses this 73. I think it's definitely an attack here though. Okay, he does land it. Which might be saving his life. Hopefully it is. Yeah, these two are the ones that are in trouble. I guess we move here with Wolfgang. And Theodobald, I guess should act like as a decoy for the savants. So move there perhaps. Or maybe even just here, because we need to still keep Gerhard safe. I don't think it really matters all that much. They might still be content to stay there. I'll move like here. No, let's move closer. Let's move there. Right. This fight is also taking longer than I thought it would. Let's move closer. This one will be dealt with pretty soon. Even if I wanted to move away, I don't have the fatigue to do it. To risk it. Take more miasma damage. Go away. Thank you. Probably we can kill that one, so that should perhaps save Mahdi. I think Leofric gets ready to go for the priest. So move there. It's possible that the savants want him now, but he's still fine. You just recover. Okay, still going for Shurade. Okay, good. Miasma everywhere. Which is not fun. I think since Shurade is fine and he has this bonus, he can now just do that instead of shield walling. Excellent. And Wolfgang, I think he just waits and let's see what develops. You recover. Probably recover with you as well, but let's wait first. Oh, dog. Valiantly done, but I guess I let the dog down since I forgot about the rebuke effect. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. Okay, start going for the priest and the bodyguard. I waited there because of the possible Terrify, but now that the Terrify didn't happen, I'll get miasma damage instead. Miasma damage here is not fun, but it's fine. Nice stun. Now that this one is stunned, I think this is the way to go. Still take more miasma damage though. Alright, Einar still has 9 lives as well. I think I can risk it. If you can call it that much of a risk, which perhaps it isn't. I also have these guys to protect there. Just recover. And I think act as Gerhard's and Bertram's bodyguard still, so just hold there. Take damage, take damage. Okay. Leofric. Let's go aggressively here. Might be getting terrified, but that's fine. Okay, goes for Hadi now. Misses though. Do that. And charade. Go for that. Out of fatigue, so recover. I guess I could have moved there and attacked, but I think it's fine. It's mostly fine at this point. 3 enemies left only. Just stay there. You're not needed anymore. Not needed. Okay, wait. Wait. Let's see what the priest does. Only moves. Okay. Terrain is screwing with me again. Also, Hadi is out of fatigue, so perhaps the stun will fail. Well, wait with you. But I will go for the stun here. 84 and success. Okay, good. Nice to see. Let's actually move. And taking a bit of damage here is fine. Not ideal, but fine. Yeah, move there. From this fight we can see how difficult the Black Monolith will be. Our hit points are a bit low perhaps, more low than I would prefer. Even some nimble guys have like way less than 100. So I definitely could have like been even more selective when it came to building the team. Okay, you guys can handle the Savant. Cutting it a bit close there, but we're fine. Okay, well. Do that. And do that. Okay, and now you can run off. You can take a breather. Literally take a breather. Don't breathe in the noxious fumes. And now just for these two. Yeah, go for it. More fumes. No terrifies in this fight. And yeah, as we can see, priests have inspiring presence. Which will be pretty nasty. Again, in the monolith. But the priests themselves are pretty easy to hit. If you can get to them. But in the monolith, you really cannot, not easily. Anyway, this came closer than I thought. Partly because I underestimated this fight. But we do prevail. All of us. All of us prevail. There we go, finally. Okay, Hadi gets a level. No famed items. Inventory is full, I'll dump some garbage. That also means we will be, I guess, heading back to civilization. Anyway, pick up those, and that's it. Okay, so Hadi and also actually Bertram have leveled. So they both have a perk point. I'll actually think about this on my own time. I have a bunch of options for both of them, but I'll make the decision between episodes. So we'll start the next episode by doing these perks here. Anyway, that's enough for now. So thanks for watching, and I shall see you next time.